Hello, welcome to another episode of Computer Applications. This is a new tutorial set. We're rebooting everything because in case you've been following my older videos, you'll notice that Google's changed some things in how their interface looks and how it operates. In addition to that, I've been also changing some of the things with our computer applications curriculum, so there's a lot of changes happening and I felt it was just time to shoot a whole new set of tutorial videos. So to that end, we're going to jump right into it. So for your first lesson, some of the things you're going to need to take a look at is my recommendation is you're going to need to go out to your computer apps folder on your Google Drive. So if you go to Google Drive, go into that computer apps folder we created, you should be able to create a new folder. Now my recommendation is you're going to create a new folder, you're going to call it word processing. That way you'll be able to save all your word processing documents in there without any difficulty. So double click on that. You'll be inside the word processing folder now, and you can create a new Google Doc. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that are set up by default, but one of the first things that I suggest you do every time is change it from untitled document to something else. For your assignment, you're going to call it WP Lesson 1 Likes, at least at first. Right? So it's a word processing lesson number 1, the likes assignment. Once you click off of that, you'll notice it's saving. Everything's saved out to the Google Cloud, which as long as you have internet is a really good thing. That way, in case your computer crashes or something like that, you don't have to worry about losing those documents. In addition, you're also going to be playing around with the fonts menu. By default, Google sets it up as Arial, but you can also change it to different things. So we're going to take a look at this Georgia font. In addition to, you can also change it to different font sizes, which will change how big the text is, which can be good for headings and various different text effects that you're trying to do. Finally, the last thing we're going to be taking a look at is the line spacing options. You can see how that works here in a second. So as you take a look at these two lines, by default, it's set to be 1.15 spacing, but we could do double spacing. I'm sure you've used this before in some of your assignments. But there is one other thing that you're going to be doing with line spacing in this lesson. You'll notice that it's set here to add space before and after paragraphs, right? You have that option of adding space before, adding space after a paragraph. You'll notice that it kind of spaced some things out. Just make sure that when you come in here that there is no space before or after the paragraph. Sometimes you might have to come into this custom spacing option just to double check, right? Make sure that both of these are set to 0 for this first assignment. So that's all I have for you today. You're going to want to go ahead and take a look at lesson 1, and I'll let you get started.